Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Janet, and we're doing the month of February. I'm very excited because, of course, the end of February is my birth month, and I know I have some February Pisces and some March Pisces, and yeah, so I always love, of course, February. Of course, why wouldn't I, right? So first impressions for February is well, we have, like I said, it's a year of 8, so there's a lot of fire energy, so it could be quite interesting in both ways. It could be interesting in a way of having fighting. It could also be interesting in a way of having passion. So just I don't know, I would keep check on that, because of course February is also linked with Valentine's Day, of course, Lovers Month and all of that, relationships. You know, especially I know that it kind of sets things up in a way, as my rabbit's going crazy in the background here. It throws a wrench sometimes having this month. Why? Because if Valentine's Day is not met to certain people's expectations, then they start questioning the nature of their relationship, or if they're being, you know, cherished and loved and all of that. As you grow older, I feel that my Valentine's Day comes at very different times of the year. It's not just that one day. My husband knows, of course, that he has to do the customary, you know, chocolates and kisses and all of that. So he knows pretty good about that. But he also understands that it's much more than that. So let's pick some cards. She's just being a brat. Of course, February, right? Okay. So Treasure Island came out. I'm going to pull a few cards. Peace. Chop wood. New life. Okay. So for those of you who are not focusing on relationships, I'm getting the idea here with these cards that maybe you're going to have a very peaceful month. Treasure Island means that you are focusing on the treasures that you are going to bring in for yourself. Chop wood is the action of working, and the new life, of course, is about starting a new life. And when you bring it down to 12, it's 3, it's the Empress, it's creativity. So definitely transitioning into something new. You're going to be working at it. So I feel less of a relationship vibe, which doesn't surprise me because I'm not really a relationship-based type of channel to begin with. I deal more on your personal energies and how you're going to use them. And I feel that there's a lot. The 9 here on the card is really telling me that you are working on that perfection here on earth, you know, that perfect vibe that we come from, that we can sort of recreate with the 3s and the 6s, which you have here, the 3 and the 6. So it's absolutely coming in. The 5 is peace. So I feel, though, you might have to work on that peace, right? Of course, the rest of the world, the ones who are vibing on collecting things rather than vibrations. In other words, if you don't give me chocolates, you don't love me. That's an outside thing. It's not an inside thing. It might be, you know, it might be a little bit disruptive to you because you're focusing on the bigger stuff. Absolutely. Okay. The stuff that just kind of gets your soul going. So let's pick some more cards here. I did take the Sufi Tarot because the Sufi Tarot is all about love and that space. Yeah, and some of you are thinking, poor guy, he's got Valentine's Day and my birthday all in the same month. Yeah, it's like being born around Christmas. Try being born around Valentine's Day. There you go. All right, so Goddess of the Moon. That's what I feel. Goddess of the Moon is telling me intuition. It's telling me spiritualism. It's telling me the bigger story. It's less about all of this stuff all of this commercialized Valentine's Day stuff. Okay, you're going for the prize. There's something more. There's a lot more here than just that stuff. So as we go into the months of our birth year, of our birthdays, I should say, you're going to be working even harder. Yeah. See, there's less of a heart, more of a thinking man. That's what I'm thinking. I got the feeling that you're putting a lot of that stuff aside. I'm not saying that you're not going to enjoy your time or love and, you know, little hearts and a nice dinner or whatever. That you're not going to appreciate Valentine's Day or the time of love. I'm just saying that it's not going to be the end all and be all of the month of February. It's going to have a lot to do with you getting on with working on, you know, your cycle 46, your 10, your wheel of fortune, peace. See that? Thinking more in the lines of peace rather than the lines of disruption. It's a focus thing. It's a focus thing. This one for chop wood. Yeah, it's less of a one-on-one and it's more of a community thing. Okay, it's written community here. 7, it's working on the stuff from last year into this year to make it happen. The stuff that I kept telling you last year is focus on the good, focus on the things that work, focus on the, you know, you're still working on that now, and I feel that you're in a momentum, like you've started walking in that direction. So it would be like to say, okay, now let's focus on like Valentine's Day would be kind of like a little bit weird. I know, I feel so un-February for saying that. Sorry. But that's what it comes in as. I think we're all about action this month. I feel that we're creating the real Valentine's, a real feeling of love and peace and commitment and belonging and all of that by working on this stuff here, rather than just a one day a year. There, I said it. It's laying down the stuff so that you know that you have it all year round. You don't have to pick a certain day. It's like picking a certain day for Christmas or picking a certain day for Valentine's or picking, you know, you can just be in that kind of mindset all the time. Look at this, number 3 with number 3. Blossoming abundance. So absolutely, you're working on your garden. Okay, this is what you're doing. You're working on you. You're working on your garden. It is more than just a day. It's more than just a holiday. It's your life. You're building a life that's going to feel like a holiday. That's going to feel like a blessing. That's going to feel like you don't need to celebrate love. Love is with you. Love is around you. Love is you. Okay? So that makes the reading kind of take a whole different turn for the month. Because again, I feel that January is going to slam into February, and the way that it's just, you're going to continue. You're working on the garden. Your mind is focused. You are set. You are very determined. You know what you're doing here. So I kept the Sufi Tarot because I felt Sufi is all about love, right? The Sufi stuff. It's, let's see. Let's see if we can pick some cards here. It is a leap year, so you have an extra day in February this year. Is that of relevance to anything? I would ask. I'm feeling no. I'm feeling no. Maybe some of you are born on the 29th. Well, you're aging again this year. And you only age every 4 years. Okay, there you go. There's that 8 energy coming in. And you seen me. You seen me doing it, didn't you? Yeah, you did. You seen me. Yeah. And with it came, it's written nafs, but this is 15, so this is the devil energy. You see the chains, and you see that, and you see the sky. You see the liberation, which is weird. I don't see that a lot in a devil card, but I see it's like this person is facing this way so they can see it. Okay, so it's about breaking away, finding the courage, of course, to break through the restrictions, these chains. Absolutely. I feel that's what we have been doing, or that's what we've committed to this year. We've committed to get the courage, a brave heart to free ourselves. Yeah, I feel that. Wholeheartedly feel it. Let's see, it's the first time I really pay attention to this card. I almost feel as well that this form is almost transparent. Like it's going transparent. These chains, they won't be able to hold you very long. That's the other part. The nafs, known as the devil, is not so much an external force. And that's exactly what I was feeling. It's our own lower self, called the ego. The smoke in our minds that keep us from seeing clearly, our fears that lead us towards destructive behavior. Destructive behavior could also be what I talked about with Valentine's Day, you know? You didn't give me any flowers, you don't love me as much as I thought. Love is not about what you can accumulate, okay? Yes, the thought is there. If that is the problem was there before Valentine's Day. That's all I have to say. Okay? If they haven't been thoughtful. I remember, I think it was last year, my husband didn't get me very much for Valentine's Day, and he came home. I think there was a storm and something else had happened, a car broken down, and he just went, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But my husband is very thoughtful. So it was like, yeah, you can catch me on the weekend. It's just today. But, like, we'll do something soon. And he did. And he does things for me all year round. It's like, he doesn't wait for a holiday to be good. But he usually does, honor the holiday as well. But last year he couldn't. So there was no problem. There was no, I hate you, or you forgot me, or whatever. No, it had nothing to do with that. But if you have somebody who's consistently uncaring, consistently doesn't give a crap, then there's a problem way before the holiday came, okay? So, that's lower energies. For me, that's what I was thinking about. That is that lower kind of energy, but you let it consume you at this time of the year, right? Instead, it's like it's asking you to face it. You start feeling the lowest you feel because it's an actual holiday and it's glaringly apparent, but this is a challenge. It becomes a preoccupation. It becomes anger, and then you start wanting to get back at them or get angry with them. It takes over your life, okay? So this is lower vibing energy. If you've needed to deal with this, it was time to deal with this. What you should have dealt with this already, if you haven't. And if you have, now's the time to concentrate on bigger things, other things, okay? So this is excessive. The Sufis described as ilas as excessive emphasis placed on material success, physical pleasure, and matters related to the ego. Absolutely. It says you're being asked, what is your ila? Is your problem? What's in your mind? What's imprisoning you? What's the one thing that holds you hostage, renders you powerless? Often, despite favorable outer circumstance, we can feel small and helpless. This can cause us to think and act in a way that takes us away from our higher self, divine purpose. Their divine purpose is here. This is what you're going to be working on. This may be what others will be looking at, okay? So if you feel that you might fall into that category, it's time to deal with and move on so that you can work in this category. Take the courage and strength and work in this category, okay? When surrounded by what appears to be smoke and darkness, there's always a door waiting for you to break your illusionary chains and start walking towards it. It's right there. See, and that's what I felt. I feel that this figure is transparent. It's not going to stay there. You just need to break the chains and move on. Move on, move on, move on. So, let's take my trusty, the one that I use for myself. I decided to use this. I've already used it today. I just did a member video, and it was a conversation with my grandmother who passed in 1991. I had questions because I sat down earlier in the day and suddenly started thinking about it and realized I had some questions about her, the time she passed, and what she's been doing. And I hadn't really sat down, and I decided to share with all of you. And yes, I decided, I didn't know if I would post it, depending on what came out, but I have decided to share it. So if that interests you, please click the join button and see what it entails to become a member. You can do it at $3 a month, and you get access to an extra video every Friday. That was fun. It was very heartwarming as well. It was nice to be with her. Okay. So, you have the Page of Pentacles. I am hearing something. I think it could be my son's alarm. Okay. And you have the Three of Cups. Okay. Okay, so this is working on your ideas. Absolutely. When I see the Page of Pentacles, it tells me right away that this is about new job, new project, new investment, new studies, you being the student apprentice, and it's good news. It's a good thing. It's taking what you've been building, what you've been growing, and continuing to grow it. This is your blossoming abundance. This is your garden. Right? You have the Three here, again, telling me about the community. It's more about the surrounding energies, spirit guides, and also spirit, I'm hearing ascendant masters and angels working with them. Also, your dream team, people that you are connecting on a very positive note, okay? People who are of the same mindset, who are going, and it's leaving everything else behind. This is the thing. This is they keep saying February is about leaving the drama behind, Pisces. For once, I think, you know, I'm going to tell you this, it sounds weird, but we're always considered the drama sign. We're always considered the one, oh, Pisces, we're so dramatic. I'm here to tell you, I feel that we are adopting more of a focused energy, and I feel there's going to be a lot less drama with us this year, if we let it. Of course, there's some that won't. They're just going to, you know, get sucked into it, and that's fine, but there's always, it doesn't have to be Pisces, there's always some of these people in this world, but you have to put your mind into that focus, okay? Focus, go forward, move forward in intention. Absolutely, coming in. Gangbusters coming in. So, what do you think of February? I think I'm looking forward to it. I feel a lot of power, energy behind it, and I feel like there's a heavy cloak. I'm walking, and there's a heavy cloak being put on my shoulders, but it's not staying. You know what I mean? It's like somebody's trying to put that heavy energy over my shoulders, and I'm kind of like shaking it. I'm shaking it off. I'm going, no. It would be that dark energy, and I feel like I just, nope, I'm not buying into it. I don't want your subscription. I'm not interested. Unsubscribe me. I've got things to do. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. New life, blossoming, community type energy, less of a, you know, combating one-on-one. I feel it's more like a group effort. I feel that you're going to be thinking your way into peace. That might be the way you use your mind this month, and a tool of thinking yourself into peace, and of course intuition and your treasure island of whatever you're focusing on. All right, so my beautiful Pisces, I'm going to let you go with this. I'm going to send you a lot of love, light, and blessings. I hope you've enjoyed your February reading. Later on, I'm going to be doing the weekly, and I hope you can join me then. Take good care of yourself. Bye for now.